Tanabata here with
Hey, Asher Strong, what's up?
Yeah. All right. So we are at Metrocon right now. We are just waiting to get into the Merchants Hall right now, but it is looking pretty packed. It looks like it's going to be a good day today. I'm only here for today. He's been here all weekend.
Hell yeah.
So how's the crowd's been?
It's not like Times Square, so.
All right, so we're dashing straight for the autograph hall.
Yeah, for Jamie Marchi and James Michael Tatum.
Yeah, we get
And Micah, forgot about that.
Yeah, he saw all of them yesterday. Did you see Micah yesterday?
Huh?
Did you see Micah yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he's seen them all already, and it's my only day at the con, so we're just going to, make a mad dash. Actually,
And Tatum followed me.
Yeah, I got a text, it was around lunchtime yesterday. He goes, "You won't believe what happened." And I'm like, "What happened?" And he's like, "J. Michael Tatum followed me on Twitter. You won't believe it. It actually happened." And then he got the notification, sent me the screenshot. I was like, no way. And I was sitting there screaming in my bedroom oh my heck, this is the coolest thing ever. I mean, now given, I have a friend who's an intern for Funimation, so these things, for some reason, always happen at times like this. I'm just always, it's the same classic reaction. So once we're in, I'll kind of get some pictures and post those up. So yeah, that's it for now.
Salutations everyone, welcome to the Metrocon 2018 video. I know it took me a long time to make this video, but I want to make the video as short as I possibly can, so I do apologize if the video is slightly above 10 minutes, but whatever, let's get right into it. So let me start with the Merchant Hall, which me and Kathryn were at most of the time anyway because we love to shop. Well, she primarily loves to shop because every time I were to see her looking at some stuff that she likes, she would say, I like that, I'm gonna come back later. So many different times, which I have no problem. I'm like, sure, I do that too. It's just the fact that, man, they're merchants too, so you never know what's gonna happen. But the main problem with me is that I'm really indecisive when it comes to buying stuff in the merchant room. Mainly with pins. So let me tell you a little story. So me and Kathryn went to see this booth. I mean, it's a typical booth where you see pins, figurines, and all that stuff. But the main problem is that this certain merchant was selling these Persona 5 pins. These pins that came from Japan, to be exact, for around $10. But when I factor that shit in, when I spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 bucks on pins, that basically left a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, I could spend that 60 bucks on a freaking controller, a second Xbox One or PS4 controller, man. I couldn't spend 10 bucks on each one. I couldn't. Now, the main problem is the pin right beside those Persona 5 pins was a All Might pin and stuff. So I was like, ooh, this looks pretty cool. Let me pick this one up. So I picked up the pin, right? And right below it said Funimation. So I was like, okay, so Funimation made this pin. That's pretty cool. But there was a really small white text that said, "Not made for sale," which means this dude was trying to make a fucking profit off a free pin. Now, some people will say, hey man, capitalism. But I'm like, no, that shit ain't capitalism. If a friend of mine wanted a pin from that certain event and it was free, I could have just got a second pin and told my friend, hey, it's $5. That's what the hell, man. After I noticed that, I just signal Kathryn that we had to leave, you know. It's just that at that point, it was not even worth trying to buy something from that dude. I can't. After that, we venture off to other booths, and those booths were actually being more fair with the prices, especially with the pins. Like for each pin was like a dollar, and then they were selling these holographic pins for $2. So I was like, great. But at the same time, there were pins that I really didn't want. So at that point, I was still indecisive. So indecisive to the point where my friend Kathryn had to actually get me a pin for free. So there was a booth that was actually selling 3 pins and you get one for free. So she wound up getting a free pin because she wanted 3 pins that she wanted and stuff. And she wound up giving me a Todoroki pin that I put in my backpack pretty much. I love Todoroki, especially how much he grew from that tournament and stuff. I know I'm really behind on My Hero, but I'm eventually gonna capture to it. So please do not pester me about the freaking seasons. I know, please stop. However, I did invest into something that I think will be worth it. Now, what this is, you guys pretty much, I'm pretty sure you guys know what this is. I forgot the name of this damn thing, but this basically brings you good luck, and I can testify to this. This thing actually brings me a huge amount of good luck from Persona 5 live streams. And with that being said, okay, this thing is a really good investment towards my life, all right? Now, I've been a lucky person for quite a long time now, but if I want to maximize my luck, I'm definitely buying that stupid toy, man. It's for $10. not that bad at all. It's better than paying $10 for a freaking Persona 5 pin. Let's stop talking about the merchants and get straight to the voice actors. Let's begin with Jamie Marchi. Now, who's Jamie Marchi? Jamie Marchi is basically a English dub voice actress that did a lot of big roles in the anime industry, mainly for Funimation. If you guys seen Painting and Stalking, she's basically Painty. I can't say the name right for the life of me. She also plays as one of the roles I love, which is Ria Screamery from High School DxD. Basically a harem romantic comedy, pretty much. What mostly made the anime hilarious was basically the main character, Issei Hyodo, and stuff. Now, in regards to that, I also asked her a question about the old voice actor for Issei, which is Scott Freeman, and I was expecting her to give me a short answer, but she gave me a really elaborate answer, surprisingly. And because of that, I had to keep dissing myself away from her, because I was really courteous about the people behind me, because people got other things to do. It's not just getting an autograph from Jamie Marchi, they also want to get an autograph from maybe Micah, or even from Michael Tatum, or even some other person in any other convention. Now, Michael Tatum, one of my favorite English dub voice actors in the industry, because he voiced as one of my favorite characters in the sci-fi anime world named Rintaro Okebe, or his code name in the Secret Gadget Laboratory, Hoin Kyoma. First thing I said to this dude is, Hoin Kyoma! And he was just flattered that he heard that to begin with, And because of that, he actually gave me a follow on Twitter and stuff. I texted it to my friend Kathryn, and she was going all batshit crazy. And we had a couple of conversations and stuff, and I kept explaining how I love how the way he acted and as freaking Ritsuno Okabe, and I love his scripts for the stuff that he did for Sky and Steins Gate and all that stuff, and he was just really, really happy that I actually acknowledged it, because even for Michael Tatum, he said a lot of information in that panel that I would leave in the description that I didn't even know about myself, like the way that Okabe has transformed into a different character, and how sometimes Michael Tatum had to leave the actual voice acting booth just to get some fresh air or something like that. I don't know the exact words, but it's all in the panel. I recommend giving a nice listen, because there's a lot of good stuff that he was talking about, and also a lot of funny stuff that he was explaining. Like that one time in the panel where he was talking about one of his friends named Brina, basically a voice actress in Funimation, on how he pricked him by breaching into his house, switching out his items in the refrigerator, and then getting out of the house, And Tatum didn't notice that for like a good, say, couple months, I think. What's having me perplexed is that, how was Brina able to breach into his house and still leave unscathed with no alarm ticking, Like, Tatum, listen. I mean, I'm gonna believe you that this story is real, but this is basically discredits your responsibility, because you gotta leave your alarm on at all costs, especially if someone like Brina was able to breach in and then get out and gets out unscathed. Like, that's crazy. Like, Tatum, how? But yeah, meeting with Tatum was definitely a really nice experience to have and stuff. So I really hope to meet you again, Tatum, and hopefully we will have a different conversation about Science Gate or something like that. Who knows? Now the last thing I want to talk about was Scott McNeil, the last actor. So Scott McNeil is basically an OG of the anime voice acting industry, mainly because he's actually one of the voice actors for Piccolo for the Ocean dub, specifically. Yes, the Ocean dub. He also did a lot of older roles and stuff back in Gundam and stuff, the old Gundam, the original OG Gundam, and like he did a lot of roles for the old Mega Man cartoon as well. Like, he did a lot of stuff, man. But he also did one of the big roles in Full Metal Alchemist. I forgot his name, but let's say he has something to do with his dog. And when he saw that dog, saw some tears, man. Lots of tears. What's funny is that dog was right next to us. The owners of the dog were actually VIPs and stuff, so unfortunately, they have to be right next to us. And when I first noticed the dog, I told Kathryn to not look, but she looked, and she was also crying too. Which I'm not surprised. It is what it is, but damn, man. Damn. Why, out of all times, this? Really? After that, we had a nice conversation with Scott McNeil and everything. Like, I always see the guy almost every year at Metrocon. There was one time he actually didn't go to Metrocon because of health issues and stuff, but yeah, that's about it. Now on Sunday, what did I do exactly? Well, actually went to town with a DSLR camera because I was actually spending time with my good friend Michael Tatum Jr. Now, that's not actually his name on Instagram or whatever like that. I actually forgot his name on Instagram, so whatever I have, it will be in the description. But he was basically carrying his DSLR camera around, hoping that one of his friends will like run into him, which I was one of them, and he let me use his camera to take random pictures and stuff, and at the same time take pictures with him with other cosplayers. And I have to tell you, man, I did a decent job when it comes to amateur photos from a DSLR camera. Like, look at these damn pictures, okay? These pictures, to me, they're masterpieces, okay? Like, when I see something good, I like to just whip the camera out and just click and just be like, oh my god, that looks so freaking beautiful. But yeah, Michael Tatum Jr. noticed my skills with the cameras, and he was like, man, we need to hang out more. I'm like, damn right we will. And maybe from time to time I might borrow his camera for future YouTube projects, maybe. Who knows? I'm going to be going to college soon, so I might not have time to even get the camera to begin with. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a lot of editing in this video, try to probably take out unnecessary parts that I don't need in this video. But yeah, overall the con experience was a huge success, mainly because I was with friends most of the time, you know. Friends are really important when you're trying to go to conventions. If you go by yourself, it's still fun, but at the same time, it's not going to be the same as when you're going with your friends, you know? It's always better. Don't forget that. Always preach French. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and hopefully I didn't take too much of your time here. So anyway, have a good one, and